Alright, here we go this week. This is a preview to week 7. We're going to be going over some things for the that happened on the Goal Line FFL page this week. Some transactions, some posts from the message board, and Survivor Pool, amongst other things that happened on the page this week. Then we'll be running down the Turf Frogs lineup and who they're starting in week 7. Okay, we're going to start off by going over some things that happened on the page. First, the Survivor Pool from last week. We lost 3 teams, which would be the Turf Frogs, the Sim Cyclops, and the Slabtown Slayers. They all picked Philadelphia. Philadelphia were playing Oakland, and Oakland beat them. So that's 3 teams gone. Only teams left are the Grizzlies. They already got theirs in for week 7, I see. The Cage Rattlers are still in there. Already got theirs in. And the Concrete Cowboys. The Grizzlies have won this several years in a row, if I'm not mistaken. Transactions this week. Let's see. The Cage Rattlers picked up New England Patriots defense and dropped the 49ers. And if I'm not mistaken, the Cage Rattlers are starting the New England Patriots this week, freshly after our pickup. Turf Frogs picked up Matt Stover, dropped Joe Nedney. Matt Stover just acquired by Indianapolis Colts and just acquired by the Turf Frogs, and I think they're starting them this week. Hoping to get a little bit out of them over the Rams. Concrete Cowboys, they picked up Patrick Creighton and dropped Austin Miles, which they just picked up last week. I know the Cyclops and Concrete Cowboys picked up Austin Miles, and Timmy beat the Grizzlies in a tie over yards. It was 803 yards to 711 yards. So Timmy edged out the Grizzlies on the yardage on that one. And Slabtown Slayers beat the Eclipse 800 yards to 564, just in case anybody was interested about that. Alright, here we go this week, talking about who the Turf Frogs are starting and why. Let's see, starting Aaron Rodgers, which, you know, last week I had this big report on about starting your studs, and this week I'm going to live by it. I'm going to start my studs. So Aaron Rodgers is a stud as far as I'm concerned. He's playing the Cleveland Browns. Must start. Got to start him. Forte. That's a big question mark this week. I've had Donald Brown in for Indianapolis all week. Here's Saturday morning, I changed it to Matt Forte. Matt Forte's playing the Bengals. I just don't know. Matt Forte ain't really showed me a whole lot so far. I mean, I'm really disappointed in him, but I think Donald Brown, Indianapolis is playing St. Louis, but they still got a day there. And that game, they might not need Donald Brown a whole lot. I mean, a day could probably handle anything they got this week, I'm starting to think. So, I don't know. So, wash. So, I'm going with Matt Forte. He used to be a stud. I'm hoping he still can be. Michael Turner at the Cowboys. He's a stud. I got to start him. I ain't scared of no Cowboys. Fitzgerald at the Giants. You know, I pulled him last week and didn't start him. This week I'm starting him. And probably the rest of the season. He's a starter. Count it. Okay, I'm going with a rookie this week, and my other receiver, Akeem Nicks, and they're playing the Cardinals. Receivers are going to get up against each other. Akeem Nicks, hadn't started him all year, and man, he's scoring. I gotta start him. They play the Cardinals, which is ranked about 30th in defense. Why not give him a try? If he lets me down, he's a rookie, but hey, he's been scoring. I think he'll score this week. Tight end, I'm going with Shasinko for Minnesota. I didn't start him last week. Got him. Finley I just picked up from Green Bay. Finley got nothing. Shasinko scored twice. I mean, that put a dagger in my heart on that one. So this week I'm starting Shasinko. He's against the Steelers. Brett Favre, they're going to score. So why not him? I'm starting Matt Stover, as I said earlier. I just picked him up this week. Indianapolis, I'm hoping Indianapolis score a ton. If it's extra points, I hope to get at least 4 or 5 extra points and sneak a field goal in there somewhere is what I'm hoping. And to wrap it up, I'm starting the Philadelphia Eagles against the Skins, which kind of hurt me because that's my team, the Skins, of course, everybody knows. But I've seen Washington's offense, and we really suck. And Philadelphia got embarrassed last week. I think they're going to be out for vengeance. All right, that should wrap up week 7. We'll see what happens with my predictions as far as who I started, and I hope I have a good week. I kind of feel a little bit confident this week that we're going to do okay as far as the Turf Frogs are concerned. Looking at all the other starting lineups, though, I tell you what, we got some tough competition out there this week. With Eli Manning's back for the team Eclipse. He's got Frank Gore back this week, I see. Reggie Wayne in turns back from a bye week. Same with the Grizzlies. That's big points. He's got big points. Randy Moss playing again this week. Adrian Peterson against the Steelers. That's going to be an interesting matchup there for them. Slab Town's got Eli Manning against the Cardinals with their 30th ranked pass defense. Jonathan Stewart playing the Bills. Could be big. Wes Walker could be big, and the Colts and the Slaptown Slayers got the Colts defense, which I've seen a number of sites picking to start them this week. Cage Rattlers always strong with Drew Brees, Marquise Colson, Austin Collie with the Indianapolis Colts starting for him this week. He picked him up not too long ago. And Steve Smith, he's got his receiving core pretty tight. And Greg Olson tight end. Cage Rattlers going to get some points this week. I can see. Sim Cyclops, Matt Ryan against his Cowboys, and Tony Gonzalez against his Cowboys. Evidently, he's not scared of the Cowboys either. Got Ronnie Brown against the Saints. Could be kind of tough. He's got Miles Austin starting and Sidney Rice. Should be a pretty decent week if the Cowboys don't disappoint him and actually shut down his Atlanta Falcons starters. Team Rambo mode. Got Brady. He's playing in over the pond over there in London somewhere. He's probably going to want to show off a little bit and score some points on the Buccaneers. Starting old Lathamian against the Chiefs, which has got to come around sooner or later, you would think. Maybe he'll have a good week this week. And to wrap it up, Concrete Cowboys, going with his Tony Romo, his Marion Barber, he's going again with Roddy White against the Cowboys, and Minnesota's defense. So that's some pretty tough competition out there for this week for the Turf Frogs, and we'll see what happens come on the report probably around next Tuesday, and we'll see you then.